today's video, um, we will be going over the recent episode that just dropped today, episode 4 of Sentence to Be Hero, and that was such a big bomb to drop, especially at the end of the episode, when there's already, moving parts, which I will get to later in the video. But the big bomb was that apparently there are um, demon spies that have infiltrated the military, and we find this like backstory to one of the heroes that was sentenced. I don't know what his name was, but he's like the con artist, the guy with the gray hair. Apparently he thought he was writing like some kind of like he was faking it, and then it turned out to be real, and then that's how he ended up being sentenced. And then apparently we don't know. Hopefully we find this out later, but there's probably a special. He said they were gonna put a special seal on his seal, like so that he's already a hero, but I'm guessing it's some kind of stuff to make him like make sure he doesn't speak to anyone about it.
Engaging target.
So that's the other one was that. So that was the second half. The first half of the episode we had a bunch of moving parts. So apparently the whole reason apparently to the military they want to dissect the goddess right now, because apparently since they found out a couple years ago that when someone kills a goddess, it's possible you can kill a goddess. And so because of that, they're like, oh, we could probably make artificial ones. So what they want to do with her is pretty much dissect her. The only way of stopping that is the temple. And the way of stopping it is they keep improving her usefulness, because even her power, they said like, yeah, it's kind of useless, like she can only send swords. So this is also, so we get told what they're gonna do. Pretty much they're defend the fortress themselves. Then it gets revealed that there's other goddesses that are gonna help in this mission. So we're gonna see other goddesses. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention was that when Silo was talking about Tatsu, the guy who doesn't speak, apparently, he was like, his backstory is like, yeah, God has summoned him from another world or something. So that's, interesting. Probably, hopefully, we'll learn more about that. That sounds very interesting. Guess what else could I talk about? So yeah, I guess that was it. But let's talk about what we learned about in the episode. So that there are Nordian spies, and when you add that into context, that kind of really changes the way I look at this show, or at least one of the major plot points. So, considering that there are demon spies, wasn't really said. They weren't specific of like when they started, they said they were. So I'm just saying this is the theory. What if there was a spy already in the military? While Xylo was, before he was a hero. So what if that person was not responsible? Like, he was the person that heavily influenced the decision of, like, setting up Xylo pretty much. And, this is one of the outcomes that he wanted, that they wanted, was that they expose a goddess, because they knew, like, human greed, military power, like, once they see a goddess side, they'll be like, oh, how can we get that power? And how can we use it for ourselves? So they probably thought of, again, this is probably just a puppet working for someone bigger, but, they probably thought ahead of, like, if we kill a goddess, like, the humans will naturally want that power for themselves. And he was right, because now they want to create artificial goddesses. Um, and yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it kind of worked in their favor, because even though these are goddesses, they are fake. So they might be strong, but against, like, a real demon, they stand no chance. Maybe against, like, fodder soldiers they do, but against, like, the real guys, like, so that's why they probably did it. And, like, and even the way this episode ended, so the way it ended was that we kind of get introduced to this new hero, and it seemed like they're kind of getting ready to defend this fortress. But oh, by the way, they are defending this fortress with one of the demon blades. I forgot to mention that. So that's another thing I did want to mention. But yeah, I guess that's all I want to talk about. Um, Once again, pretty cool episode. I just, finished watching it. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode, cause there's just kind of building up to be like this huge fight. Then we'll see what has in store for us. But I think I'm ending here. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.